Hello and welcome to the fall semester of 2021. What I'm going to do today is basically go over the course and over the syllabus. So what you'll need to do is open up modules, which is found on the left of Canvas. And first thing I want to go through is there's a basic introductory document. If you could read through this. This is a general overview of things that have to be done. Please take your time to become familiar with Canvas and the structure of the course. Also, note this is an online course. There's no set times to be online. However, there is deadlines. If you're posting videos or anything with audio, make sure it's closed captioning. Also, always submit. You can always submit assignments early. Date for submission of work are listed below. Also, please understand that you're required to post in each weekly discussion on 2 different days. Okay? Then there's just an overview of the work, so you can read this at your leisure. The second thing I want to go over, it's an important document, is the syllabus. So this can be found both on the left under syllabus, but also under modules. So if you click on this, what you'll see is my syllabus coming up. And basically, it gives my name, my office, my phone number. The best way to contact me while we're online is via my email or through a general discussion, which can be found in Module 1. So what you would do is you go back to the modules, and where it says general discussion, open it up, and you can click a question or a concern, anything like that. My office hours are via Canvas chat, and this will be from Monday to Friday, 10 to 11. What you do is, again, you go to the left, click on chat, and type your question. I'll be online. I can answer there and then. Okay? Also, if you want to have a one-to-one meeting, I can schedule a Zoom meeting with you. So let me know if you need this, if you need extra help or support or have any concerns. Also, on the syllabus, a little bit of background to me. I've basically been at CCP since 2002. I've taught all the geography courses, the environmental courses, but also developed the Geographical Information Systems program at the college. Prior to that, I taught in London for 10 years, teaching various environmental science and geography courses. There's also in the syllabus a description of what the course is, and it's basically a course that's going to introduce many environmental problems, why these problems have come about, and some of the solutions. That's the basic overview. There's several large sections of information which is going to be broken down, and each section will involve reading the lecture material or the notes that I post. Okay? If you have any questions, post in the general concerns discussion group. This class is meant to be both practical but also educational. So, learning objectives, you'll by the end of the semester have an understanding of the scientific method. Be able to look at what human activities are placing stress upon the environment. Show the relationship between humans and the physical environment. Identify major environmental problems and how to live in a sustainable way. Sustainability is a major topic which will be underlying much of this course. Also, explain the concept of carrying capacity, occupiable space, and what's happening with regards to population in the world. And at the end of it, try to put some visible solutions based on scientific principle. Below this is a little bit about attendance. There is a specific section on attendance. under the initial module, which I'll show you as we go through. And what it says, attendance is required. Make sure you're online. The time is monitored that you're online. Okay? Also, attendance is based upon the submission of work. With regards to readings, read the previous notes. This is a building block subject. You will need to understand the previous topic. It helps with the next topic, and so on. Try to contribute to every class discussion. Think about what people's views are. Have a comment about those views, but be mindful and respectful of other people's views. I do put down a text, however, this is optional. This is to back up any notes that we do. It's up to you whether you get a text or not. Okay? A copy of both texts is on reserve in the library. There is a section also on plagiarism, and this is important when it comes to doing the reports. Also, citing your work. You need to cite your work. Academic honesty. You must adhere to standards of academic honesty concerning the use of original work. Don't just cut and paste. Even in tests, don't just cut and paste the notes. Make sure you're citing where it's come from, or the wording that you use is not directly taken from elsewhere. Okay? If you are concerned about the definition of cheating, have a look at the college policy. Okay? If I find any plagiarism or cheating, this will result in a grade of 0 for the assignment, and repeat offences may result in a failure of the course. So be aware of this. With regards to assessment, this is in the form of 2 reports, 4 tests, a final, and discussion questions. Okay? The exams are not, and tests are not comprehensive, but they focus on material in specific sections. I will tell you what to look up for those specific tests. All work is to be submitted on the required date. Okay? And with regards to the reports, if it's not submitted on the required date, what will happen is you have a week to do it, but you will lose 10% or 1 grade point on that report. So you have 2 reports, 4 tests, 1 final, 14 discussions, and 2 information assessments, which are very simple, which we will be doing very soon. An A is 90% of the grades, a B is 80%, a C is 70%, D is 60%. Okay? Tests are to be done at an allocated time unless prior arrangement has been made, and no make-up tests will be allowed. The next section just looks at college closing, if it's closed for snow or anything like this. Gives you some information relating to this. Okay? We do run an early alert system. This is where we monitor you to make sure that you're meeting your full potential. And this occurs at 20% and 50% of the course. There is also within my syllabus a large number of links for basically student support. Okay? So you can read this at your leisure. And what we can also say below this is a section relating to the course calendar, what we will be doing each week. Okay? And these are like I said, building block areas. One area will help with the next area, like air and air pollution. We will look at then global warming and ozone depletion, which have similarities. And the second thing to open after you've looked at the syllabus is to open document relating to course protocol and netiquette. This is basically an agreement of how to act online, and this will relate to one of the introductory assignments. So please read this and note that you've actually read the protocol and the netiquette. Okay? Next thing, if you go back to modules again, next thing, attendance recording. Like I said, there is a little bit more detail about how attendance is taken. Okay? What to expect from the course. So read this, give you a good outline of what's in the course. Okay? What asynchronous learning is. And just give you an overview. Also, what we'll see is, as I mentioned earlier, section called General Concerns. You can ask a question about any material or assignment you are struggling with. Put it here and I will respond to it as soon as I can. Okay? And then what we get down to, assignment for the introductory module. So, it's very simple. First one, you can provide me with a cell phone number, and the best way to reach you. This is only going to be used in an emergency, okay? Because sometimes it's difficult to get in contact with students if all I have is a CCP email. And this is just worth 1 point. Second assignment that you will be doing is the course protocol that I showed you. What you need to do is just acknowledge, okay, that you've read and agreed to this statement put forward. And the first introductory discussion. Just write about yourself so that you're basically introducing yourself to students in the group, or so I know a little bit about yourself, what are your interests, so I can think, you know, maybe I can gear my course a little bit towards you. And why did you take the class? It's always very interesting to read about students' interest in this subject. So this is the first video just to give you an introduction to the course. Basically, go through, read the information that's available, and introduce yourself, and make sure you've read the course protocol, and maybe put forward some of the information. These first little bits of work are very, very simple. Okay. What I will be doing is introducing another video which will look at the actual course content of what is science, and I will post that later, and that will go through the second part of what's expected on week 1. So like I said, if you have any concerns, contact me via email or post under the general concerns, and I'll get back to you. And I'm glad you chose this course. Hopefully you're going to have a good experience throughout this semester.